Hello, everybody! It's Final Fantasy VII, the original, in preparation for Remake Day. With me, Get Dave. Okay, I didn't remember if I equipped Barrett. Good news, everyone. We're not going to worry about Materia yet. Well, a customer's here. We sell, we buy. Now, fire is the only one we don't have. We'll get one later, but after playing this game one or two times, I've come to the conclusion, pick up one restore materia, and then you can walk away. We'll get a fire later on our own. Also, I kind of like, it's good to have two cure materias, in my opinion. But, I also kind of just want to hook the guy up with some cash. Times are tough for him, you know? Oh yeah, thanks. Sure, have 10 gil. Oh man. If you give him 10, he swears at you, calls you a cheapskate. Again, the swears are censored in this, but I really like censored swears. I think they're funnier. Because you kind of got to fill in the blank and you kind of try out all of them. So he calls you a cheap blank. Ah, fine, we'll grab the guy. I kind of support being a cheapskate in Midgar, except for when it comes time to buy weapons, but it puts us from 0 to 1 materia slot, so for Tifa in particular, that's good. Because she starts with the terrible leather glove. I mean, it's almost as strong as a Gatling gun, so that's a pretty good glove, but I mean, she knows how to fight, is the thing. She is a martial artist. Yeah. Some of these screens are tough to move on. Where is it? There we are. You can see the exits. There you go, all materia. Take this treasure chest. It's pretty big. And has a drink in it. This is where they're gonna tell us about limit breaks. Oh, it is the dog. No, we're good. Oh yeah, and if you lose track of yourself, there you are. Well, I'm glad they updated the icons for the directions. Honestly, that'd probably be a pretty easy change to make. Yeah, Kid said we could help ourselves to his room. There's some rooms that have elixirs hidden in them, I always forget which ones. I know we're supposed to work today, but I just thought I'd take a nap at 9 in the morning. We had a hard day of buying 3 things. 4 things of materia. Yeah, I think it's later. There's like an elixir hidden underneath one of these. I love that. Super squat jump. Getting them ready for the mini game later on. You see something? Say something? Can I read something? I guess is what I actually mean. Parents can get Stockholm Syndrome too. Will obscure toilet. I'm glad the room's labeled. Yeah, it would take a long time to find in that house. Alright, I look forward to hearing your gossip. Dang. So, I was never quite sure what they do. Some people are like, yeah, they did a double suicide. Like, I've had it with this place. I have a hard time seeing that with the music choice. I mean, Midgar is a pretty terrible place, but... who knows, maybe they did. I always kind of assume maybe they're going on a trip. Call this hoodlums. I always wondered what he was saying. Got empty all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Oh. Yeah, keep your cool before the mission, man. Although Bear never keeps the cool. I guess Cloud said the same thing, more or less. Yeah, I mean, running hot works for some people. Oh, I guess our 2 sleep-ins added up. Also, what's the worker doing showing up at 11:45? Alright. The ladies just love looking at the railway monitor. Wireless scanning of our IDs. Oh man. I always get a little stressed out when someone tries to steal your money at one point. Oh no! Yeah! Oh no! I botched it! But I did get a high potion out of it. So we can jump earlier. Discovering all sorts of new stuff. Love how the one guy takes so long to talk. It was a little slower at the beginning. But if this actually kind of saves some time. Also, I never equipped the all materia. You can blitz through these fights pretty quickly by doing a little bit of... what's the button? Triangle? Nope. Okay, it's just exchange. For some reason I thought there was a shortcut. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch my Let's Play. So if we run back this way, there's a secret. So they've shown Airbuster in some of the trailers. What I'm interested in is the other stuff they've added, which, again, you kind of figure if they're going to pad out Midgar. It's funny reading news articles about how much of the game it is, because Like, you can see the hyperbole slowly stack up. Because people will be like, oh, it's only the first quarter of the game. It's only the first 10% of the game. It's only the first 6 minutes of the game. Like, just blows out of all proportion. I feel like, just check my Let's Play. It was like 60-ish episodes, so however many we were in Midgar for, I imagine about 10. And they padded it out. So I'm hoping that means they paste this into a trilogy. This is just a good grind spot, nothing else. With bullet, you can zip through them pretty quickly. No, I can stay here and grind more if you want. It's a fun thing to do. I was trying to find, there is the fast forward button. You can mash through a couple battles pretty quickly there. If you have lightning all, you can waltz through this first part. Oh yeah, I clicked the... Well, everyone's got a limit break. See everyone's limit break. Those first two do triple damage. Tifa's, again, worse. She's a pretty bad character. That's like a pretty bad character early on because low-level bad equipment. And she's a DPS character fundamentally. Her magic's not strong. She's near the top in terms of strength though. This is actually probably the 1, 2, 3 for strength. Sid's pretty strong too. Yeah, Red 13's pretty strong. Like, sort of, Cloud and Sid are similar for strength. Barret is technically a little bit higher, although not enough to really matter. And then Tifa and Red 13 are sort of equal, and then there's a fairly noticeable drop-off after that. The difference is Tifa's pretty fast as well, and once you factor in what she can do with her limit breaks is when it really starts to get crazy. There's just like more tricks to making Tifa really effective. She's got a weapon, the Power Soul, that gets stronger if bad things are happening, and you can work with that pretty easily to basically triple her damage or more. It's a weak weapon, but you start stacking that stuff up, it goes crazy. Through the chute. It's the first time I played the game, I looked. Now I would just jump no matter what. The final weapons of all the characters in this game all have tricks, sort of like the ways you optimize Tifa. Cloud, it's more hit points. Barret, it's experience on the equipped materia, which is one of the ones where if you really load it up and grind for a long time, it can be pretty much the best weapon in the game. But functionally, Cloud's is better. Zap them. Those bad guys will take a little bit more, but that's okay. Tifa's is based on her limit gauge. Although, to be honest, if you want the ideally, I don't know, like a good balance, I would say don't use their final weapons, use the second strongest ones, because, you know, still feels real good, to be honest. If you go into the final battle with a God Hand on Tifa, Apocalypse on Cloud, it's fine. I think this just leads to the other way. We did not take or this actually leads forward, the other one doesn't. It's fine. Throw down another save. Yeah, this is right before you do the Quirtle thing. I read some interesting stuff where people were talking about like, why Final Fantasy Tactics is great. I read it in an older article that was republished. And they were asking different game designers, and one guy was like, it's so imbalanced, that's what's great. And the calculator wipes the table. It's like, that has nothing to do with it being good. Always irked me. Because like, yeah, technically the final weapons in this are not balanced, but like that asymmetry is what makes it interesting. The perfectly balanced game is, I would argue, really boring. Because it kind of doesn't matter what you do, you just are stuck on this curve where what you do doesn't really change anything. You get fun by having these peaks, and it's okay if they're actually pretty big. Like the ultimate weapons in this, which are ridiculous. And the Power Soul, which is ridiculous. Or Materia combos. I love Death Blow Added Cut, that combo. Death Blow is an ability where you try doing a low accuracy double power attack, but the aforementioned God Hand weapon for Tifa has an accuracy value of 255%, so she never misses. And then Added Cut adds an attack, so you get normally this material that's supposed to be balanced to do a trade-off. It's a high risk, high reward. Half the accuracy, double the damage. But this makes you just get double the damage and you follow with another attack for triple the damage. It's wonderful. Stacking counterattack materials is wonderful. Like all these things. To sort of try counterbalancing it, they added, and just to have them, I think, they added Emerald and Ruby weapons, which are these super powerful enemies. To be honest, though, they also sort of negate a lot of these strategies, and they're just for the sake of this really overpowered summon in the game. I think the best version of this game, though, is just to chase the story. Don't worry about ultimate power, don't worry about any of that. Just follow the story, let the game be pretty linear, because it's great. The story and the world and the characters, that's the real treat. We just saved like 10 seconds ago, it's fine. When I played this game the first time, like, Midgar is a big place. A whole game could take place there. It's kind of depressing, but maybe it's just a depressing game. Cloud freaking out at every... Ah, now that Tifa's here. And... yeah, Tifa's mom was already dead, and there's Papa lying dead. Killed by Sephiroth. 2 years before, Cloud was saying, I'm gonna be Sephiroth. I'm gonna be the next one. Yeah. Yeah, he nearly talked about it, but didn't. Bomb set. Kind of forgot that there was no timer this time around. feel a little bit of a difficulty spike. The enemies up to this point of the game pretty easy, but here you can't one-shot them even if you use dirty tricks. How we doing? Maybe 2 fights get us to the next level up. It'll be interesting to see how the remake handles things too. They do show, like in pictures, you can see Cloud using equipment that you wouldn't get normally, because Cloud basically can only get one other sword, and you have to steal it before you finish the Midgar segment. And same for most of the characters. They have their starting weapon, and then a second weapon you can buy, or in the case of Baron, we got from the first bad guy, first boss. And, you know, that gets them up to the level of the Buster Sword, and then that's it. But, you know, they expanded it, so they gotta go a bit further. Now, I was saying before, like, I thought this would be the whole game, right? Maybe you're just stuck in Midgar, blowing up the 8 reactors, right? You can see, yeah, there's your game. And you can see how similar this reactor is. Always irked me a little bit. It makes sense that they'd be nearly identical. I mean, Midgar is it's got a lot of radial symmetry. No reason to think each reactor would be that special. But we're good. This is where things start getting interesting, and then yeah, my favorite part is actually when they start leaving Midgar. We've heard the Final Fantasy VII theme in so many minor forms, but you've never heard it properly. You leave Midgar for the first time. You leave this dark, depressing, polluted, gross place where the only color green is coming from energy being pumped out of the planet. Like, look. It's the only thing even close to green, and it's not even. Phoenix now? No. Well, let's see if I get it on the first try. But yeah, the beauty of Final Fantasy VII is the really hard left. I was talking about ways to divvy up the game, and I do think a trilogy probably works best. The game came on 3 discs originally, but Disc 1 is most of the game. Basically, I think it's only FMVs that are encoded differently on the discs. I think they all have the entire game. There might be different plot data, but you can go to all the areas and all that. Too slow. Too fast. Closer. I love how they don't even count it off. You know, normally you do and a 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of feel like right up until you start looking for the keystone is a natural cut, but with them spending... So if they did 4 parts, maybe you end part 1 right as that arc starts. Otherwise, I think you leave it hanging at the Temple of the Ancients, pick up there in the next one. And ride that to the end of the game, I guess? No, that wouldn't be quite right. You could end it at the end. Part 2 could end at the end of disc 1, and then you could close it out, I suppose. That'd be a real... That'd be a real fun 3-year wait in between games. Don't you ever forget. Yeah. People are starting to talk about Sephiroth a lot. Yeah, what a condescending guy. Just kill him, Barrett. Airbuster, the biggest chump in the game. I've never sort of thought about this before, but you can kind of see this is the precursor to Proud Claude. So, just hit him in the back. Doesn't look like he turns every time, but he does. Oh, is that gonna limit break Barrett? Not quite. Just sitting on Tifa's turn in case we get a limit break on one of them. Yeah, that'll do it for Barrett. If you juggle him back and forth, he's got 1,200 hit points. Can burn through it pretty quickly. This was a bit of a mistake. I wanted that to pop after the cure, but it'll be fine. And that's it. Yep. It didn't look like he was facing Barrett, but he wasn't. You could see it in that moment. Cloud actually landed the blow. A titanium bangle. Or, it's very large. Yeah. And again, you're normally thinking this is like a movie cliche, but like, I want to tell you I love you, but nope, there's so much that you could not possibly say at all. Cloud misreads it. Yeah. Kaboom. Do we get a puff? Nope.